Welcome back, you're watching Tales of Gear. Today's topic is the Devil Hunter mode. No, in this video I won't cover the conversion of the magazines. I will talk about the filling station, the costs involved in having such a setup, and we will conclude if it's worth the effort and does it pay off in the long run. So let's get started. First off, let's see what you need in order to complete your fill station. The idea is to have a large bottle which you will use to fill liquid CO2 in these smaller bottles, which are convenient for use to fill with them the magazines you have converted to the Devil Hunter mode. You need the adapter to be able to refill liquid CO2 into these smaller bottles. Once you have done that, you need another adapter that fits these SodaStream bottles and to transfer the liquid CO2 into the Devil Hunter moded magazines. In short, like you are filling up your green gas magazines with green gas bottles, you're doing the same. You're just filling up your magazines with liquid CO2. Let's talk about the costs. Initially, it is a little bit bigger investment initially. This means, for example, on this here, one full bottle like that, which is 2 kilograms of liquid CO2 bottle full of liquid CO2, cost me around 90 euros. 2 SodaStream bottles empty cost me, I think, 40 euros shipped. And then I had to invest in these adapters. These were around also 40 euros with shipping. So we're talking about, let's see, 90, 80, 170 euros for the filling station. Okay, with this initial investment you will be able to fill 4 such bottles with the amount of liquid CO2 you have in this large bottle. What can the system do and why it's better than green gas or these CO2 cartridges you use in your CO2 magazines? Well, initially when I've started the project, the M653 model project, you have seen that, I have a video about that. The initial idea was to run it on green gas, and I have used all the parts I needed to be able to run it on green gas. Once I have set that up, I wasn't really happy with how it was running. I wanted something more that feels like the real steel. So I was advised to try CO2. The low-cost investment and easy way was to get a GHK CO2 magazine, which I did. First off, I've noticed these are super heavy, and also you always need to have these cartridges on hand, and taking out spent ones and putting in new ones, it's not that easy and not that convenient. But the worst thing of all, after setting up, I complete my gun on first off steel bolt carrier group, real steel buffer spring. The consumption of CO2 was actually 1 cartridge per 1 BB load, and this magazine holds only 40 BBs, so 40 BBs equals 1 12-gram cartridge. That's not good. That's a lot, and of course the last 10 BBs, they don't fly as they should, because the cartridge just doesn't have the power to power the system. Then I figured out and found out about the Devil Hunter mode, did some research, even talked to Devil Hunter himself, and I was trying to get as much information I can to determine if this Devil Hunter mode is something for me or not. Once I've done that, I can tell you the gun runs crazy. The kick, the consistency, everything runs perfectly. I'm super happy, and I wouldn't go back to cartridges or to green gas. No way, no way. Devil Hunter mode, Devil Hunter setup, that's the way I go. I've even made all my mags run with my M16A1 gbbr, so all the mags are compatible with all the AR platforms I have. What about the cost efficiency in the long run? Here is a simple math. This large bottle, the refill of this big bottle, 2 kilograms of CO2, will cost me 4 euros. And I can fill up 4 of these bottles. This means 4 such bottles filled up with 390 grams each with liquid CO2 cost me only 1 euro. 1 euro per bottle of 390 grams. Now, 390 grams, let me show you this. 390 grams of liquid CO2 equals 33 12-gram cartridges. This is this much, okay? One of these is equal this. This one cost me 1 euro, and you do the math. One of these costs 66 cents, which means I'm spending around 22 euros for 33 12-gram cartridges compared to 1 euro for filling up one of these bottles. I think this is pretty cost efficient, and the initial investment of, let's say, 200 euros will be paid off after the 3rd or 4th refill of this large bottle. So after the 3rd refill, the complete fun will cost me only 4 euros each time I fill up this bottle with 2 kilograms of liquid CO2. In other words, I can get with 2 kilograms of liquid CO2 equals 133 of such cartridges. The cost for 133 cartridges is around 88 euros. So, compared 4 euros and 88 euros. I think this is very cost efficient. What are the downsides of such a system? The downsides are actually not downsides, but you have to be prepared to do more maintenance than you do with your green gas setup or with your CO2 12-gram cartridges setup like magazines. Mainly it's related to take care of all the O-rings, gaskets. Always have O-rings on hand, and I will cover that in the next video about converting the magazines to the Devil Hunter mode. I will show you a few tricks how to have always spares on hand. I'm very happy with this setup. The efficiency is great. The costs are actually very low. I will do only my 2nd fill now after a year because I'm not using it too much for the last year. But even if I do 3 more refills of 2 kilograms of liquid CO2 only this summer, I have actually paid off my initial investment, and that's just fantastic. And once you go Devil Hunter mode, you don't want to go back. So I was ready for the part with the maintenance, and I can tell it's not that hard. You just need to keep track on things and keep checking on the valves, on the O-rings, etc. So if you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer all your questions, and thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye!